Hi everyone. In this stream we will analyze some pairs for the upcoming week. We will use this template, which is in short is based on multi-time frame analysis and also analysis of the context you have in the market and its clarity. Also some other questions like overextensions, S&D build-ups, and I will comment if anything is there. And very important thing I wanted to tell you is that when you analyze the market, you basically can quickly see if the market is clear or unclear. So just by having a look at a market like this and compare it to maybe this kind of price action here. So let's start with probably the clearest pair, the clearest instrument we have right now. And so what we need to do is first of all analyze higher time frame. Higher time frame for US 100 is obviously very bullish. It's first of all historically bullish, but also it's right now in a bullish range, as you can see here. It created this break, and we are in this bullish impulse. That's from the standpoint of the ranges. So as you can see, we need to analyze high time frame range and model. And model right now is accumulation or reaccumulation. Why it is so? And what is accumulation, reaccumulation? In simple words, these are bullish models of price action. Why they are called models? Because they consist not from one break which dictates us what is happening of the market, but of combination of breaks. So we have here specifically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then consecutive shifts to the downside, upside, downside, and now upside and upside. So that's why indicator sees it as accumulation, but in fact it's reaccumulation. When the market just creates this down move as manipulation, and now on the way up it uses these highs as liquidity to fuel the move, the logical move to the upside. And so of course we need to treat this kind of price action during our analysis as a bullish indication. Same thing we have here on daily, just a big accumulation here into or stage 1, so-called stage 1. Stage 1 is when the price is just accumulating, going back and forth, and then as you can see it starts to hold itself up and starts to move. So this is stage 1 transition, and this is stage 2 when the market is impulsively moving to the upside. And then we see one more cycle of reaccumulation as we so the same pattern as we saw on weekly, when the market moved consecutively to the upside and then to the downside in this manipulation to continue to the upside. And when we see a setup like this, what we can do, we can wait until the market starts to move, and now we see a clear target, and we can trade some confirmations with the market. And so this is exactly what we are seeing now. So we have higher time frames pointing. So we just broke all-time highs here, and it seems that we are ready to push to the upside. So daily pretty bullish. I mean clearly bullish. Sorry. So let's come back to our template. So what we have, clear or unclear, and high quality or a chop here on higher time frame. So of course this is pretty clear bullish pushes, so impulses that consist of one color candles, almost full body, and then just this simple pullback, which is now here. So based on this higher time frame, we have two scenarios. Either, I mean, we have a lot of scenarios, of course, but the main one is that the price will continue to do this tightening, and then we will hope for a break to the upside. But if it will not happen, then most likely the price will continue to chop around for some time. So if it will not go now, then it would be better to wait for one more cycle of this, or just continue to analyze based on the current development. But what my main point is, we should see this push pretty soon, or then a bit later. Yeah, MAs are moving clearly to the upside, and chop is basically not present, and we have the same on the weekly. Do we have overextension based on ranges and models? No, we are surfing on the MA. So overextensions we had here. As you can see, we had 10 consecutive shifts to the upside without breaking to the downside, and this is a strong indication of overextension based on ranges. And indication of overextension based on the EMAs is not even present right now. Maybe this one a bit. When you got too far away from the EMAs, you expect some pullback. But do we have overextension based on the models? Basically not, because we had this accumulation, and we had only one cycle of reaccumulation and second cycle of reaccumulation. The market can easily go to 5 cycles like this, and even more. But when you have like 5 consecutive shifts, 5 consecutive cycles of reaccumulation, probably the market will not push as clearly as previously. Yeah. Okay. Let me see thousands of viewers here. Okay. Okay. And yeah, so this is a pretty clear market. What we have on middle time frames, like 4 hours and 1 hour. So again, we see pretty clear reaccumulation here, but it was pretty impulsive to the downside, and then it went out of it, and right now is holding in a pretty messy, the most recent price action. So most recent price action, as you can see here, is pretty messy. Why? Because we have this part where basically almost nothing is holding itself up. Of course, we can force something like this. We can say that we have this impulse holding here, and now we have a new impulse, but it's not the price action you will successfully trade for long term, because the most probable scenario for this kind of price action is this. So just chop around or fall. And my expectation will change if we will have a clear move to the upside here below this high, and then start to clearly be more tightened, and not in this manner, you know, but clearly more tightened, and then on the break it's okay to join. And on the confirmation of this kind of market, of course, 5 minutes is completely messy. So ideally we will have like one more shift to the downside, and then maybe here to look for something for entry. So this US 100, the main watch list for the next week. And I want to compare all of this with USD/CHF. So yes, overall the recent price action is definitely bearish, but here we have more cycles of reaccumulation, of redistribution. So we had this distribution, then one cycle, second cycle, third cycle, and we are now in, basically, if we will have a break to the upside, it will be the 4th cycle. And also I want to point your attention to the fact that we have a candle chop here. So look at how the price is delivering. The candles are not holding the structure as good as they could. For example, this is like a complete mess. The price which is not moving anywhere, plus it just constantly takes everyone out to the both sides. So this is a complete mess. And also, price starts to become internally overextended. What it means for me, it when pushes and ranges are becoming way too big compared to usual wave-like motion. So as you can see, it just goes down, then goes up, then goes like down big time. And now after this, the chances that it will just fall to the downside is extremely small, and much bigger chance is that it will continue in unclear fashion. And this kind of price action, though it's not the worst, but because of some chop we have in candles, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. But the EMAs are fine, yeah, middle time frames here are just awful. I mean, this box, you can see this box in many Forex pairs right now. So as you can see, Euro USD, so JPY pairs is a bit more clear, gold a little bit more clear, but everything else is just this box. And this is a time where you just need to stay out and do not touch this market. So predict this kind of price action is really hard until it starts to go, and until it will start to go in the direction of the overall bias. So yeah, USD for me is just not clear. And some clarity we have in JPY pairs. As you can see, it holds its upwards movement. It was unclear in this part, but then started to perform pretty clear movement, and now we are in one more clear push on 4 hours. So until this is holding, this is pretty bullish market. The only problem here is that if you confirm, even if you confirm on 1 hour, 2 hours and 4 hours, there is no entry here. Why? Because the most recent price action is really choppy. You can see the wicks are going back and forth. You can see EMAs constantly crossing to the both sides. And if you are someone who is looking for long, this kind of EMAs is not good. And overall, fractally, this is moving to the downside. So what you need to do is to wait for the price. So first of all, you do not want it to fall and close below this low. And ideally, you want to see something like this. So maybe stage 1, then the price becomes more clear and just pushes into stage 2, and you can join here on a confirmation. So my favorite confirmation is ICI right now, and I've been using it for pretty long time. It's something like this. This is a forward tested trade, so please do not pay too much attention. But when you have impulse, clear correction, and then you buy through the high. Another example could be this: impulse, correction, and then we continue the move. And something like this we have also on other JPY pairs. But yeah, so it's overall bullish. It's more clear than, for example, Euro USD, but at the same time we are in this mess. So clearly the Monday, even it can produce some kind of a move, I do not want to be a part of it. So it's really useful to have the possibility to say that it's not trading time, it's time to stay out and just wait for really clear conditions. And clear conditions are something like this. For example, when we have clear move, then period of unclarity, then clear move again, and confirmation of the move. So somewhere here on the lower time frames we can find entries when we have the foundation of a price. So yeah, basically we discussed this template for the analysis, and yeah, gold is, again, it's pretty clear on the higher time frame, but it lost its momentum a bit. And so we had this push to all-time highs, and by the way, I had some ideas pointing to the long side here and here. Please go through the profile to see them for more context. But now, after this push started to fail, now again the possibility is that we will just chop around. So nothing to do here. We need more moves and more clarity from the market. For example, when the price will start to break here and tight below this high, and then on the break or here or after the break and new moves, we can join. But it seems like the gold needs just some time to really accumulate or distribute and decide where it wants to go. And yes, for example, on 1 hour we have this shift to the upside here, which could be treated as some kind of deeper reaccumulation like this, but it is forced, as you can see, because recent price action tells us about redistribution here. So the full confluence is not actually there. That's why I would really start to look for gold, maybe if we break to the upside and create more clear moves here. So yeah, so this is my weekly outlook. Maybe I will have some updates during the week. So please stay in touch, stay online, and see you in the outlooks. Bye.